Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Allow me to just share my presentation properly. Okay. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the T-Portal Discover webinar hosted by Tarjama. I'm Yazan Doofesh, and I'm delighted to be your host for today's session. Before we dive into the exciting world of T-Portal, let me give you a brief overview of this innovative platform. T-Portal is Tarjama's groundbreaking solution that grants you access to our full suite of language, content, and media services. It is designed to simplify project management, streamline workflows, and maximize your investment with Tarjama. With T-Portal, managing your projects becomes straightforward. You can effortlessly track progress, ensure your budget and spending are on track, and have full control over your language and content initiatives. So T-Portal offers a comprehensive selection of language and content services, providing you with the flexibility to customize projects based on your unique requirements, from translation to transcreation, subtitling, or copywriting. T-Portal has got you covered. What sets T-Portal apart is its real-time tracking and insights. You'll have clear overview of project progress, allowing you to make informed decisions and stay updated every step of the way. So get ready to unlock the full potential of T-Portal and take your language and content management to new heights. Throughout this webinar, we'll explore how T-Portal can empower your teams, enhance efficiency, and drive remarkable results. First, please join me in welcoming our esteemed guest speakers who have played instrumental roles in shaping T-Portal's success: Rakan Al Hassan, Tarjama's head of products, and Nadeen Khuffash, the project owner at Tarjama. Rakan doesn't only serve as the head of products at Tarjama, but also he is the chief operating officer of Read.com with an impressive portfolio. Rakan oversees 4 key products within Tarjama, including T-Portal and T-Staff, AMT, Cleverso, and Urid. He has been exceptional in automating the client journey, internal order processing, and client invoicing, driving efficiency and innovation within the organization. We are also honored to have Nadeen joining us today. With half a decade's worth of experience in quality assurance, Nadeen brings a unique perspective to product development. Her comprehensive understanding of user needs and business goals, coupled with her CTFL and ISTQB certification, makes her an invaluable asset to the team. Today, we are fortunate to have Rakan and Nadeen share their invaluable insights with us as they discuss the transformative power of T-Portal and how it empowers teams with a wide range of language services. So we are happy to answer your questions at the end of this webinar. Please click on the questions button at the bottom right of your screen, and we are happy to answer them by then. So initially, we're going to begin with the 16 most important services. I'll hand over the mic to my colleague, Nadeen.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Yazan, and thank you, everyone, for sharing the time with us to know more about T-Portal. I'm excited to be here, actually, as Tarjama has put an effort in the past 2 years to choose most of the 16 services from its wide range of catalog. The range of services can be divided into 3 groups. The first group will go to language services solutions, such as translating, proofreading, and reviewing your documents. The second group is going for media and content services, such as subtitling, transcription, and content creation. Also, we can do it in a creative touch. The last but not least group is going for stamping, as we can stamp your legal documents after it's being translated through translation or machine translation. Also, we can provide you with the design. The services that we provided, it's no matter what you have in mind. T-Portal is here to assist you. And I'm going to leave this floor now for Rakan, our head of product, to share with you the benefits and that we got in T-Portal.
Thank you, Nadeen. Thank you, Yazan. And thank you to our marketing brilliant team behind putting this unique webinar together. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for your time today. I'll begin by explaining a few of the key features that T-Portal possesses. The first main thing that we worked tirelessly on is to make sure that the process is streamlined and efficient. It is no longer a traditional process. You no longer require to send an email, wait for the response, upload documents. It allows you to simply log in. It caters for both B2C and B2B clients. So whether you're a startup or you're an enterprise, it actually serves a multitude of client base. So what it does is it allows you to see a complete dashboard where you'll be able to upload the document depending on the 16 services that we handpicked for you, as my colleague Nadeen alluded to. And from those simple forms that we ask all the right questions that allows our operations team members to be able to process that order for you. The ability to control your account has been integrated within T-Portal, and a lot of thought has been put into it. So you are able to add different types of users. We have 4 types of users, and they range in different permissions and access rights. And I'll walk you through that when I do the demo shortly. You will be able to see real-time updates and status updates for your tasks. So you no longer have to follow up via email or text anyone about them. You'll see that immediately on your dashboard on T-Portal. It is basically your one-stop shop to access all the services that Tarjama has on offer. So it is our client gateway that allows you to do just that. So in addition to that, we've added a lot of financial control for our clients. So when you have a subscription with us, you'll be able to specify who spends what and when as well. It also allows for B2C clients, as I mentioned earlier, where if you are an individual, you can simply come in, sign up, register, submit your first order, and process that payment via credit card. And if we can move to the next slide, please, Yazan. Thank you. Now, some of the benefits that T-Portal has is, as I mentioned earlier, it's no longer a mundane process. It's no longer static or the traditional method of working with an LSP. What we did is we digitized the entire process from start to completion all the way down to invoicing. So the ability for you as a client to come in, submit your task, get status updates, request a rework, or even cancel an order, in addition to knowing when the document would be done right then and there, in addition to knowing the amount that you're going to be paying for it when you opt for a specific service. There is 2 split dashboards that we've created. The main one is where you will see all your orders. You will be able to sort through them. And there is a dedicated reporting dashboard that gives a holistic view of that subscription that allows you to sort through the data, give a month-on-month comparison, and it also shows the last user actions, so you know exactly what's happening on your account, and a complete breakdown, whether in the number of services and a percentage breakdown, in addition to how much you're actually paying, so you know that subscription is going where and to which specific service. Now, when we jump to the next slide, this is where I'll begin by doing the demo. So without further ado, let me share my screen. All right, and let's begin. So the first screen that you can see in front of you is your main dashboard. This is where you would see how much is available for you to spend on, the consumed amount, so you can remain on track when you have specific orders that are going through, and what kind of subscription you're under. This also states the currency that your account is set up for. We currently support 7 currencies today on the platform. So as you can see here, I have a complete view of all the orders that were submitted, what kind of services I opted for, and I can see the status. So I can see that updated in real time as our operations team members process that order for you. I will also know the price, when I should receive it, and there are filters to help the view. In addition to that, there are quick actions whenever an order is completed. let's load a few more. I can simply download from here without having to access that order directly. Now, I'm logged in today as a super admin, and I specifically chose that role so that I can show you the full view when it comes to it. The reason why we created the super admin is for companies that contain or have multiple offices and different branches in different countries. So if you want to have a subscription dedicated for that branch office or that specific team, you are able to do that. And as a super admin, I'll be able to manage all those subscriptions altogether. So as you can see here, when I shift through the currency changes, the consumption, and all the orders that are under it. Now, the second layer in that, team members, is our admin. And the admin is second in line when it comes to permissions, and that admin can manage more than one subscription or a single one if that was the intention behind it. Now, if I change to a different subscription, the team members change as you can see here. Now, at any given point in time, I can go to edit. I can deactivate that user, or if someone from my team members got a promotion, I can simply change their access rights. In addition, we have an approver and a user. So those are the remaining two types of users. An approver can be your department head, and the user is someone who submits those orders. So if you want to have your department head look at those orders before they're submitted and your account is charged and our operations team members work on them, you can simply have the approver give that control and be able to reject that order before it reaches us. Now, wallet is an additional financial control that we provided our clients with, which allows you at any given point in time, let's say in June, I don't want the marketing department to spend in excess of $10,000. So what I do is for that specific user, I set from to the date and the amount in question. What happens if that user reaches that amount? All those orders go into limit review, in other words, saved as a draft, and you're notified to either amend it, delete it, or simply adjust the amount to allow them to spend more. So this makes sure that you're always on budget and knowing where the money is going. In addition to that, we gave a transactions tab, which is, in other words, your receipts. It gives a quick view for every single order that you've submitted, and you can always download a PDF version of it, or simply download a CSV file for that specific order, sort them through alphabetical or a time duration, and then simply download that report for financial purposes or for audit purposes as well. Now, our report is the dashboard that I explained earlier, and this is where I will see a comparison, current month to previous month. I can see if there's an increase, a steady decrease, or if there's no change at all. I can also see how many users have been added, the total spend, and I can simply see here the number of orders or how much I actually spent for copy editing and the 10 orders that I created. Now, this also gives me a breakdown in percentage, so I can see automatically that the highest number of orders are going to typing and copy editing as services. In addition, you can also see the last user's actions. Because I'm a super admin or an admin, I get to access this report tab and I can see what's happening on my account. As for the settings page, I can change my name. I can upload the company logo, as you can see over here. I can change my password if needed. And what we've done is we've added two-factor authentication. Now, what we've done is we've made sure with T-Portal that all your documents are completely secure. So all your documents only pass through our environment. We are ISO certified for data security. And what we've done is we've added a layer on top to enable you, whether on your own individual account or your entire team members, to set up two-factor authentication using any of the three methods provided. We're also adding additional methods as we progress, such as Microsoft Authenticator. In addition to that, you'll be able to control your notifications on a system level when it comes to internal, that I can see here directly on T-Portal, or simply emails. And this is done on individual accounts per subscription. So each one can set up their own notifications as per their liking. Now, developer is something that we avail, and I've added this tab specifically for this demo. So if you have a CMS that you'd like to integrate directly with T-Portal, you can simply do that using any of the API methods that we have currently available. You'll be able to generate that token. You can check our documentation from here without having to come back to our tech team to help you do that integration. In addition, if you require support at any given point in time, you can always reach out to the operations team members, the commercial team, or sales, or simply go through our user manual that is a detailed view of every single feature that exists today on the platform, including quick video snippets that are 30 seconds to a minute long, explaining any feature that is on T-Portal to allow you to navigate the platform. Whenever you sign up with us and you have T-Portal, a subscription under T-Portal, we provide an account manager dedicated for that account. So whoever logs in will immediately be able to access, click, and email the account manager associated with your account. Now, the platform is fully available in Arabic as well. So if you have Arabic-speaking team members, they can always opt to use the Arabic interface. Now, I know there are a lot of features in the platform, and I hope I tried to give you a quick view of what we can offer. In the meantime, I'll open to Q&A, and at the end, there will be an email provided whereby you can send us an email if you require another in-depth presentation or specific questions or use cases that you'd like us to answer. We'd be happy to provide that to you. So without further ado, I'll hand over to Yazan, and we'll begin our Q&A session.
Much appreciated, Rakan and Nadeen. This was really insightful. Just going to give an extra minute. I'll remind our audience that you can submit your questions through the questions button at the bottom right corner next to the chat. I'll also take this opportunity to remind everyone that you can visit our website and obtain our brochures in English and Arabic. Okay, we'll begin with some of our questions. Okay, so for our first question, what are some of the key features of T-Portal? Nadine, I believe you would be able to answer that for us.
Yes, sure. Thank you. And that's a great question, actually. One of the key features that we provide in T-Portal is once you log in, you can have a dashboard that will give you an observation of all the orders that you already have been submitted, or any one of the team members that already have been submitted to. You can monitor these orders. You can approve if you are an approver, depends on the permissions that you already have. Also, we have the opportunity to check the available balance and the consumed one too. And also you can manipulate checking and editing and adding or removing one of the team members that you already have based on the permission that they want to give them access to T-Portal. You can let's say manage your wallet and the spending limit to the users too. You can have a quick receipts for the completed orders, and you can also have a more detailed report that will give you a comparison to the last month about the completed orders, new users, and the most frequent services that we already provide. I guess I have answered the question.
Wonderful, thank you, Nadine. Moving to our second question.
I guess he hasn't dropped. He's back.
My apologies. Looks like a technical glitch. So moving to the second question, how exactly does T-Portal make it easier to manage language projects? Rakan, you may be able to assist with this one.
Great question. So to try and think about it, it's not per se the content management. To be able to answer that better, it's the streamlined process that we created covers all the services that we've offered. The reason why I say that it's not only for content is because the way that traditional methods used to submit a task via email, wait for someone to return back to you with a response, wait for you to receive a quotation, approve that quotation, submit a purchase order for them to start the work, negotiate the timeline, or even the price. So what we've done is we enabled all of that in a very streamlined form where a client can come in, pick the service that they want to actually opt for. Um, Immediately, they'll be presented with a timeline. They'll be presented with how much they're going to be paying. They can navigate quick tooltips that can give them indications of which is the best or most suited service to opt for, whether to add additional quality assurance layer depending on the document type, for example. They can simply add-on services such as desktop publishing or design when you require to translate a PowerPoint presentation from English to Arabic and you require to flip that. Um, so all of that is done simultaneously with a few clicks of a button. In addition to that, what we've done is you'll be able to receive a quotation directly on the system, approve or decline it right from then and there. So just the fact that you will be able to do all of that, have the job statuses updated in real time, receive those documents directly on the platform, and just be notified whenever it's completed without having the need to text anyone, follow up. You'll be in full control of what you're actually doing. So we passed on that to the client to be able to control from start to completion. So that's probably why I would say all the services are now streamlined when you work with T-Portal.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rakan. You might also be able to help with the next question. What
Sure.
kind of tracking and reporting capabilities does T-Portal offer?
All right. So mm, it works with more than one thing. So if it's the finance team that you require to provide them data with, what we've done is a separate transactions tab, as I was showing. What you'll be able to is not only download receipts whenever a document is completed or an order is done for you. You'll be able to sort through a specific time duration. So let's say the finance team wants to know how much you spent against a certain subscription in the past month. You'll be able to click. A filter will be there. You'll be able to extract the report that shows all the details that currently contain in the dashboard as tabs, simply in CSV view or in Excel sheet. And then the finance team can sort through or filter through whatever they need. And it works for audit requests as well. On top of that, what we've done is the first view that you see when I first started the demo is how much is available, the total balance that you currently have, how much you've consumed against it, and then what kind of subscription you are under. Then, if you are an admin or a super admin, you get an additional layer, which is your report to see where that amount is going, on which service, and what kind of spending you've done against those orders, and a breakdown in percentages as well. So we have covered basically the requests for a client, for an admin who manages that subscription, or even the finance team.
Amazing. Thank you so much. For our next question, how does T-Portal simplify budgeting and spending for projects? Nadine, that might be part of your expertise.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. And I believe this is what Rakan has mentioned in, as an answer for the question before, especially that the easier that you can do it, it's a one click based on the permission that you have. If you are super admin or an admin, you can set a limit for each user in your team, uh, which spending limit they need to have during duration period. And also you have the option to have the statement of account after you filter on the receipts that you have, based on the last month for having the statement of account, with the quick access that already Rakan has been mentioning in dashboard and the reports too, of having the consumed balance and the available balance for the user.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nadine. For our next question, can you tell us about some of the successes you've seen from clients using T-Portal? So I believe success stories.
Yeah. Um, I'm glad to say, in my opinion, might be biased, but we have testimonials to attest to what I'm going to say. Um, the it really depends on the use case per client. Some loved the UI and UX, how easy it is to navigate. Some love the ability to control what kind of team members, permissions, and layers that there are with access rights. So it's not a single user with a single account and everyone does the same thing. It depends on your task or your role in the company or the organization, and you set it up accordingly. The ability that we gave them to request specific orders with a specific form that answers all the questions that our operations team members normally require was also another one. We have clients that specifically loved the idea of having a report to see where their money is going. Um, the list basically goes on, but it depends really on the use case from one client to another. There are a lot of really good, useful features that we've built in within T-Portal, and we did that by speaking to our client base, speaking to the customer, understanding specific use cases by our experts internally as well, from operations to our commercial team to our marketing team, just listening to the audience and the actual end user. And we were able to cater a fully fledged solution that serves everyone combined. So some of those
Excellent.
testimonials are actually online for our viewers to actually view.
Excellent. Thank you, Rakan. For our next question, what makes T-Portal stand out compared to other language, content, and media service platforms?
Mm, interesting question. Okay, so why do we stand out is because as an LSP in the Middle East, we are pioneers when it comes to this. And by pioneers, I mean we're the only LSP in the MENA region that actually put together a client gateway that allows anyone to tap into the services that we offer in a fully digitized manner. So what we've done is, as Nadine explained earlier, it's about the 16 services that we handpicked from our enormous catalog of services that we offer as a company. So what we've done is we allowed it to cater for any needs when it comes to anyone trying to access the LSP services that we provide, whether it's language or additional services complementary, such as design, or external services such as stamping for legal documentation, or even machine translation with our own AI built engines as well. The reason why it's unique and it stands out, it's because it offers a wide array of services rather than covering a specific niche in the market. So yeah, I guess that's basically why it's unique when compared to other services, and the fact that we are pioneers when it comes to this and the first in the region to offer that as a digital service for all our clients.
Amazing. Thank you, Rakan. Uh, if we have anyone else who'd like to ask or submit some questions, okay. I have one last question. How can users get started with using T-Portal?
That's pretty straightforward. It's depending on your need. So whether if you're an individual that likes to access those services on offer, you can simply sign up using your email, register, and then you'll be able to process those payments via credit card. However, if you are an entity, a company, an enterprise, or even a startup, please do reach out to our commercial team or our marketing team, or reach out to me directly. I'll be happy to support you. They'll be able to understand your use case, offer you the best solution that fits, or the best subscription that caters to your needs. And then we'll be able to fully onboard you within a matter of hours. So it's just figuring out what is the use case, understanding how we can serve you best, and then the onboarding process and setting you up is less than half a day.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Rakan. I don't see any further questions. I want to thank everyone. We did have a poll active in the background. Thank you all for your participation. So the question of the poll was, what features are most important to you in a content management tool? With half of our viewers voting for content service manager, content services management, and roughly 30% for account management, and 21% for billing. So that's quite insightful, I think. Do you have any comment on that, Rakan or Nadine?
I actually agree with the audience. When it comes to the three divisions, again, it's based on use cases. So, what would you like to achieve, or what is the most important feature or the thing that adds the most value for you in a content management tool or a platform such as T-Portal? So, it's a great poll. The answers, I agree with the audience over here. So again, it's basically on a need-to-need basis, and it changes on the level or degree of importance for specific features.
Wonderful. Thank you again, Rakan and Nadine, for this wonderful
Thank
session.
you,
I
Yazan.
also want to thank our audience for joining us today, and hopefully we'll get to do more of those in the future. Have a lovely day, everyone.
Thank you, Yazan. Thank you, Rakan. Thank you, everyone, for attending.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.